All right, y'all, it's an untypical time for me to do a video, but I got a guy that's coming from, I think it's in South Carolina or somewhere, I don't know. He's coming from I got a guy coming to get that that Scag mower, y'all, the one for parts. I'm gonna give it to him. So I'm getting everything ready. Said he'll be here around 9. So, all right, y'all. All right, y'all, so the guy just texted me and they must have caught some traffic coming through Atlanta or getting to Atlanta. So it's gonna be another hour before they get here. Here it is, y'all. It ain't much to look at for sure, man. I mean, but I guess, man, if you got time, and see, the thing about it is you don't know what somebody done took off of here. So you're going to go through this whole machine. All right, y'all. So, man, look, it's 11 o'clock or something like that. So, buddy, come down here. This is the guy I'm going to give the Scag Parts Mower to. He said he's going to rebuild it. What you going to do with it? Rebuild it. He's going to rebuild it and use it. He's going to try to. So we're going. I got the forks on the Bobcat, and I'm going to set it down on this trailer. Is it 52? Is that a 52-inch deck? I think it is. It ain't a 60, man. I can look at it and tell. But we're going. I just want to show y'all for real about giving them more. Oh, and here, take this with you too. Whoever came and got it gets this too.
You don't want it?
Nope.
That'll work.
I mean, dude, I used it about 4 times. So that's brand new, dude. That's brand new. I ain't used. I got the Milwaukee battery pack. I'm never going to use that again. So it's the me and the Drewski today, man. So we're going over here. We got a little bit of riding to do. We're going out here to do one of the bigger ones that we do, and well, a couple of the bigger ones that we do. I always go farthest out and then come all the way back. So I got a guy calling me, left me a voicemail talking about a sod install. So I'm gonna call him back and see what he's talking about. And keep in mind, y'all, I don't mind doing sod, but it's got to pay good. Ain't it right? It got to pay good. I'm not even trying to compete with guys that's all they do is sod work. So usually my number it's so out there to somebody that don't know me that they'll get somebody else usually. So, well, y'all saw that. So today, y'all, we got we don't have a whole lot on the list, but this is just kind of the day that we're going to be, because they were saying it's going to rain. This is the kind of day that we're just going to kind of wrap up what we need to do for the week, and then tomorrow we got a set route that we do tomorrow. We're just trying to get things, just get us some loose ends taken care of, and of course we're earning, you know, too. That's important. So what was I saying? Oh, so the guy, he was telling me yesterday that I really didn't have a lawn care business. I said, what do you call it? He said, well, you don't really have a lawn care business. You just bush hog stuff, you know. You use the mowers like bush hogs. I said, okay. I mean, that's a lawn, right? I take care of that lawn, so that's lawn care, right?
You know this guy, man.
Huh?
He's just some dude, man. Just a troll.
I know.
Oh,
but see, they love the drama, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
Look, the videos are getting more views since me and this guy have been kind of sparring than without. You know, they like to see the passion come out in Ray. They like to see Ray's blood pressure go up a little bit, just a little bit, and it'll get up there too.
yeah, it will.
Don't take much to get my blood pressure going about some stupid shit. You know, it's hot out here and all that. But he was saying something like, you know, we don't really take care of lawns. And then he was saying something yesterday about, you know, I did Kathy's, right? You know, Kathy, and he said, well, you don't do you don't do anything but cut the grass. I said, that's what I do. You know, well, that yard looks like crap, man. All them weeds in the yard and stuff. I said, they don't pay me to do the weeds. See, 9 times out of 10, y'all, the customers down here, now I can't speak about where you at or all that other stuff, but down here where I live at, in my area, in most of the yards that I cut, they are just clover and junk.
Yep.
And they don't care nothing about weed and, well, you know, weed and feed and yeah, I mean, they're just, you know, they don't, I mean, so just because we don't chase manicured 100% grass yards, right? I chase money. That's what I'm chasing. I'm not, I mean, if the customer wants to pay me to aerate, I can do that. If the customer wants to pay me to weed and feed the property, fertilize the property, whatever, I can do all of that. If they want to pay me to put sod down, I can do that. And we can do all these things, but we don't do these things because people ain't paying me to do those things. I don't weed and feed a property that they ain't paying me to do. If they're not paying me to fertilize it, then I'm not going to do that. I mean, and so what should I do? So if they're not going to pay me to fertilize the property, should I just drop that customer? That's ignorant as hell, man. No, I ain't gonna drop a customer. I'm gonna run these machines across that property and let the machines do all the work and not have to worry about all that other stuff.
Well, you're giving the people what they want at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're paying for a service that they want.
That's what they don't
and if
want.
they don't like it, they'll tell me and they'll fire me.
A lot of people don't want you to do all that crazy. They just want you to come cut the grass.
90% don't.
Yeah.
Or I can't think of any of them that wants me to be their fertilizer guy. You know.
And see, that's the thing. They already around here. They have people for that.
Yeah.
They come around and sometimes we bump into each other.
I don't do that. Now I will if they solicit me to do that, or I have tried to do that. But see, right now, these days, I got too many customers to be trying to offer that service and that service and that service, because what I don't get in you know, fertilization and blah 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 blah, I make it up in volume, because I'm able to do more in more properties, which makes it where you got more customers, which makes it where you got more work over the whole business. You know, if you got 50 customers, well, you know, that's good. But if you got 100, that's better.
Yeah.
Rather it's $40 lawns, and well, I have a minimum. I don't do any yards for less than well, I got a couple that's 40, but most of them are 50, 60, and 70, and 80, and 90, and 100. You know, most of them. I don't really have a lot of properties that are. I don't have any properties that I do for $35, and the ones I do for 40, y'all, they can't cry about nothing, because you know, and they gotta be en route to another property, and I can't, and I'm not gonna be spending a bunch of time detailing. See, some people get caught up in, well, you don't do this and you don't do that, so you're leaving money on the table. Well, not really. I mean, yeah, that's a possibility, but for me, that's not really the case, because I done went to them with all these salesman tactics, and they just want me to cut the grass. You know. But believe you me, when any of the customers that I have in my database, if they're getting ready to spend a couple of $1,000s on any project in their yard, they're gonna call me first and ask me my opinion. Is it something that they can do or not do? Is it do I know anybody, or can I do it myself? You know, they're not gonna just, for the most part, they're not gonna just go out and hire somebody for a $5,000 or $6,000 job, and in the lawn tree trimming aspect of their property, and hire a stranger they don't know before asking me. They'll ask me anyway, because I have that kind of relationship with my customers. And the more customers you got, the more relationships you have. The more relationships you have, the more word of mouth gets around. You know, and that's how I get all my work, word of mouth. No marketing here. So the money that people spend on marketing and spend on this and that, Ray ain't spending. So I might be able to do a yard a little bit cheaper, because I ain't got a market. I ain't got to spend. I ain't got to send you out for a day throwing rock bags up in people's driveway.
Thank God.
Trying to get work.
You make me have flashbacks.
You know, and at the end of the day, you know, marketing like that is just about a waste of money. It's certainly not the best way to get customers. You know, if I put out 1,000 flyers and I get 5 customers, I did good. I did good, you know. But I don't do that at all. I don't even, as a matter of fact, I don't even think about that. And so while y'all thinking about all that, Ray's over there earning, getting another word of mouth and getting another word of mouth. Now he's doing the aunt and uncles, mom and the daddies, brothers and the sisters. Oh, my boss thinks his grass cut too. I mean, and it just snowballs, man. And if you got 30 or 40 customers, you can make a living off of that. But what if they don't want you to do all the extras? You know, the weed control, the bushes, or, you know, some of the things that you can do on these properties to get extra money. They don't want to do all that. All they want to do is cut it. You know, so what do you do? Well, you cut it and you do it as quick as you can, so you can get another customer to make up for that money that you're not to make up for that extra money you're not getting on that property. See, so instead of me doing five properties that are highly lucrative, which is ideal, you know, if your customers are willing to spend. But if they're not willing to spend, it don't slow me down. What I do is I say, okay, I'll get the money that I can get out of those 5 jobs, but I'll do them so efficient and so fast that I can add 5 more on to make up for the money I'm not getting for the extras. It does cost me a little bit more because I have fuel and everything that you know, and time. But if you're smart about how you do that, then you can keep your expenses way down. And considering that you ain't got no marketing budget or nothing. So, you know, and this one guy, it ain't even that guy, but a lot of guys, they talk about, on YouTube, they talk about weeklies. Will you please tell these folks that people around here ain't gonna pay me to come to their property weekly, every week? Maybe Just a few. I couldn't imagine the properties we cut, the big ones we cut yesterday, going there every week.
No, dude.
They're not gonna.
Why would
Let's
they
go.
pay for that?
They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna. I mean, so what do you do? So they don't want to be on weekly, and it seems like I'm getting a lot of flack for doing them every 2 weeks. So they don't want to do weekly. What do? Drop them? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. And of course, I would do them weekly if everybody on the route wanted to do them weekly. But you can't get too caught up into that, because when you get caught up into that, using your brain power trying to get them to go to weekly, when hell, I could just go get 3 more customers and make the same amount of money and do them bi-weekly.
Nobody gonna pay for that, man.
Ain't nobody gonna pay you to do them weekly. Very few, like I said, out of the 100 or so customers that I got, and that's a fact, I don't care if anybody believes me or not, that's a fact, I might have 3. We got Chad, David Shunk,
Yeah.
and Jacqueline. Who else is a weekly? Jacqueline becomes a weekly as we get into the season. Who else is a weekly?
About it.
And it is. That's it. So am I supposed to change my whole business model?
Well, we got the place in downtown now too.
Oh yeah, we got the veranda, so that's another one. So that's 4 that we got weekly, and we just caught that one, this year. And to be quite honest with you, it don't need it weekly. The veranda don't need it weekly.
Yeah, but if I'm going there once a week, I can.
Yeah, we'll do it once a week. But if we got backed up because of rain or whatever, and we had to skip a property, that's going to be one that we skip because of weather or whatever. But I don't know what guys want me to do if they don't want to do weekly. So y'all don't take on no bi-weekly customers. Well, if I canceled all my bi-weekly customers, then I might as well go on back to the office job, because I ain't gonna have no customers down here where I live at. I'm only talking about where I live. We're not in an area where there ain't no money, but we're also not in an area where there's fescue grass that grows really fast. So,
Yeah, we don't do anything with Fesco. The Fesco won't grow here.
And see, you get up to Tennessee and north of that, there's a lot of fescue and Kentucky bluegrass and all that, man, and it grows fast. And see, I don't have any customers that have that. And if I did, to be honest with you, I would want to steer away from the fescue grass. Because I know how temperamental it is, and down here in Georgia, that shit will die. I mean, I see fescue grass as I'm going from job to job, and I see it die every year. Every year it dies because it gets too hot, too humid, too dry. But I'm kind of curious on what you guys think I should do if I don't have any weekly customers at this point in the game. 15 years in, if I don't have it, and I got 100 customers, and I don't have any weekly ones, what am I supposed to do? Cancel all the bi-weeklies? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Somebody please leave me a comment and tell me, how do I get out of that? They're gonna come back. That one guy, he's gonna come back and say, we should have never took him on. But I live in the solution. See, I don't live in the problem. The solution is you got to do the work around you that people are willing to pay for. In my area, if you go every week, the customer gonna think you beating them.
And you would be.
And you would be, yeah, you would be. A couple of them we do weekly because, well, they're irrigated, okay, and they simply won't have it any other way. Because when I take customers on, I don't even try to get them to go to weekly, because I know it's not even necessary. And if they tell me they want to do it weekly, then I'll say, okay, we'll do it weekly, but the price is the same. Y'all tell me what I'm supposed to do. What do you think I should do?
Oh, you can do.
Yeah, should I drop 96 customers?
No, I wouldn't like that.
I mean, that would suck. And I'm the type of lawn care guy or bush hog guy or whatever you want to call me, that if it don't need it, y'all, I don't want to do it, man. I'd rather go to another customer that needs it. You know, that's just how. I mean, maybe that's not the best business model, but that's how I think, and the customers respond to that. And the guy said, well, the reason why you don't lose no customers is you're doing them so cheap. I'm like, okay, but I'm doing such high volume that that's okay. It's not, you know, exactly, you know, rocket science or nothing, you know. But I don't really know how to respond. Well, I wouldn't do any bi-weeklies. Well, if you're not doing bi-weeklies, you wouldn't be cutting grass in my area. I'm telling you, you wouldn't. And you know, oh, Ray, that's bullshit. Well, I'm telling you,
I don't know anyone who doesn't. Everybody does it.
Tell them.
Bi-weekly. Everybody. I don't know anybody who would not do bi-weekly yards. That just doesn't even make any sense.
I know nobody.
Nobody. I don't know any landscape crew. No.
Yeah, in my
last
area.
crew I was on, we did a couple every week, but they were the high groves area, you know, that kind of stuff.
Were they fertilizing?
Yeah,
and they
had to put diamonds in the front yard.
Yeah, all that. And they got irrigation and everything.
Big money. But these guys got money to spend like that.
Right.
You know, like Joe Blow out here. I wouldn't want you coming every week. I wouldn't want. I mean, it'd be stupid. I think you were trying to drag me.
Yeah.
And
then when things open up and they're ready to spend big money, they don't want to spend it.
No, they're going to spend it with a guy who was honest.
Yeah, they're going to spend it with a guy that took a hit. Or a guy that they feel like is honest.
Yeah,
you know, they ain't trying to beat them.
It ain't about beating people. It's just about doing business with people.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. We're not beating them. We're just, they need a service, and we're doing a service for them.
And we try to be efficient.
Same thing going to a restaurant.
Yep, same thing there. I mean, we all got to do something for them.
If you order something at a restaurant, the guy that owns the restaurant thinks that he should give you something else, and then gives you the wrong plate of food because he thinks you like it better.
But he got you paying for that.
Yeah, but you gonna like that? No.
See, and that's, I can only do work that people are willing to pay me for. And I think, you know, it's my personal opinion. I don't really know. Of course, I'm a little bit biased. I think we do pretty good out here, to be honest with you.
I like it.
When you factor in the Bobcat, the lift, the dump trailer, the mowers, and the 100 customers, when you factor all that in, it's a recipe to make a good living. It is. It has. It does. It will.
Could be like this poor guy right here.
Yeah.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah.
I think the county might be making him do that.
Man. The only way they usually get people to do that is community service.
That's what I mean. I think he's doing it.
Well, y'all leave me a comment and let me know how y'all think I should move forward in weekly, bi-weekly. And how do I get out of the bi-weekly? I'd like to hear some of that too. And okay, so some of the guys say I ain't charging enough. So say we got a $60 property, right? And the guy says, well, man, I charge 70, right? And so okay, I go to that customer and I tell that customer, okay, I got to go up $10. And what if they say no? Then do I drop that customer? I mean, if I'm not losing money on it, then why would I drop that customer? You know?
I don't know, man. People do crazy things.
Yeah, I don't even understand that crazy shit, man. I'm just trying to figure out where some of the comments are coming from, because I don't know what to do. Tell me how. I mean, I'm all ears, man. Tell me how to get out from under the bi-weekly and turn them into weeklies, making more money. You know, I don't know. I'm baffled. You know, and I'm not saying it's not a good idea or a bad idea. I don't know. So, y'all let me know. We're finna pull up to the first one, and we're gonna go and get this hunter real quick, y'all. Peace out. All right, y'all. So this is about the 6th one. We're not doing good on time today, y'all, for real. Yeah. This was all right. first cut. So it's the first cut, y'all. I've been over here. I ain't been over here in, you know, in a minute. So this is the first cut of the season. This is Bermuda grass, and obviously y'all can tell that this grass has, that they put chemicals on it. They have the chemical company come and do it. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get with a customer and get a check. I'll kick back. All right, guys. So we had a good day today. You know, just me and Drew. We did not get done with, you know, everything that we needed to get done. I'll be the first one to say we did not do well. We did not do as good as, you know, we could have, as far as money wise, time wise, and all that there. We did those two big ones, and you guys, I've talked about this before about the ones that are going further out, and I've touched on it here in the last few days. You know, the density of my routes have got to get better now that I'm taking on customers that are right here locally. I mean, like I told you guys in a few videos ago, I'm gaining more customers locally, you know, than ever before. And that kind of makes it where I don't want to drive as far as I've been driving for years. So with that being said, the first job that me and Drew went to, I told her that I was not going to be able to keep doing the property for that same number. And so we bumped it up $60. I tried to get 80 more. She said she could do 60 more. So I said, okay, let's give that a try. So, but with that being said, it's still taking me out of my flow to make money quicker. And if you don't have any other work, then that job is lucrative. Or if you have jobs that are a lot of jobs, you know, on the way back from that job is a 30-minute ride one way. So, you know, that's a problem for me now. It used to not really be a problem. It's always been on my brain, but not really something that was really to the forefront because I didn't have a lot of local customers. But now that I'm getting, you know, I've gained about 8 customers locally that pay not quite as much as that one, but, you know, pretty close to that. And I'm not having to do any of the traveling. So I had a conversation with that lady this morning at the very first property we went to. It's a 30-minute drive. And like I said, you know, we bumped it up. But I still don't. I was hoping that she would tell me, well, you know, my husband's going to buy a mower. That's what I was hoping she would say, because I really just want to drop that customer for the lawn care. It's just too far for me. In the beginning, when I first started, and I've been doing that probably about 8 or 9 years, you know. So in the beginning, it was, you know, about, you know, getting work, you know, staying busy and being able to, you know, make a living. But, you know, in the last few years, I've been getting the customers a lot closer to me, to my house. So, excuse me. So with that being said, I want to try to, you know, really take care of the customers close by, because that's the bread and butter of everything. If you're me at this point in my landscape business, lawn care business, whatever you want to call it, you don't want to neglect the ones that are really close by, that are lucrative. And every job that I do, in every job that I've taken on this year, my number is higher than it has been in the previous for the same type properties. So if it were normally a 60 for the last 5 years, any new customers coming on that same property is a 70 now. And that $10 might not make a big difference. But when you factor in $10 more and no drive time, well, that's a big difference at the end of the day, at the bottom line. And contrary to what people think, I pay attention to these things. There's nothing I can do about a customer only wanting me to come every 2 weeks. I can drop that customer and hope I get more, you know, but that's not going to happen. I'm not going to drop a customer because they don't want to move to weekly. And I've been doing the bi-weeklies for so long that, you know, I don't even know how to begin to even justify a weekly cut where I live at, Coweta County, Georgia, for the summer. It's just if that's all that you're gonna do, you ain't gonna be busy at all. So yeah, but I'm a little bit bothered by, you know, the production today. Nobody's fault. It's just that for the last 2 weeks, the production's been really high until we hit this route. And I'm gonna go in here and eat a sandwich and sit down, and I'm gonna look at my software, and I'm gonna see if there's any way that it makes sense for me to do this route. You certainly can't put 2 trucks on this route, because then you just got more drive time times 2. So, oh man, I'm tired though, y'all. I'm finna go here and eat a Sammy. This is Ray. I'll kick back with you guys, man. Y'all have a good evening, man. Peace out.